Hey, how's it going, my coffee friends? Hey guys, my name is Tony, and you're watching Faith and Coffee Bean. Hey y'all, I want to ask you, if you are a coffee geek like me, make sure that you like and subscribe. I just say all that YouTuber stuff because, you guys, I'm a small YouTuber, and it really means the world to me, and that's the best way you can help support my channel. So, guys, I am, like I said, a self-pronounced coffee geek. 20-some years ago, I worked in college at a cafe, a couple cafes, and I got the coffee bug. 20 years in the future. Guys, you've been watching my espresso journey here. I've been documenting it here on YouTube because for a long time I made a lot of pour-overs, did a lot of V60s and stuff like that, but I didn't pull the trigger in getting an espresso system, an espresso machine in the home till about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And guys, the whole purpose of this channel for me has just been to kind of document getting back into espresso and just having fun with y'all. So guys, the reason why I'm talking about this is that there are certain crazy coffee fads, and soup, step down baskets. It's been one of the biggest coffee fads. I am a huge fan of watching everybody on YouTube. One of my favorite people to watch is Lance. I kind of think of Lance as the Willy Wonka of coffee. I wonder what Lance would think of that. If there was like in Top Chef, there's that gentleman who's really into what is that term? Molecular gastronomy. It's like you're changing different things and doing all his magical stuff with it. But yeah, he tends to be the person that talks about really cool coffee stuff the most. And you guys, I'm a geek, like I said. So the purpose of this video, I'm just telling you guys right now, this is not me jumping on some bandwagon or any weird fad type thing. I've actually been watching a lot of him, well, Lance anyway, for the last 2 years. And one of my reasons why I got into coffee was because of watching Lance. And I ended up, the reason why I'm telling this story is about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I bought this machine. That's a DeLonghi ECP. I know that's a mess. There's a lot of coffee gear here. This is my coffee corner, y'all. I apologize for the mess. But because it's a 51 millimeter system, you could make some crazy cool shots using a 4-shot basket. And that's kind of how I kind of got started making coffee. As goofy as that sounds, I started really using like a 4-shot, basically this 51 millimeter, pulling these big shots. And now folks like Normcore and other people in the coffee business are starting to make these step down baskets. I've made quite a few videos, guys, about some of my AliExpress $5 baskets, and I just did a full review of this kit right here. This is the Normcore kit. Inside this kit, you're going to get everything you need. You're going to get everything a growing coffee boy or girl needs to make soup shots and step down shots. The spring, which is probably the most important, other than the basket itself. This beautiful basket, it's etched over here on the side with their name and what it is. I really like that. You're going to get the puck screen that comes with it, which is awesome. Their puck screens are amazing. And then one of the major things that it's so cool is you get this really nice dosing ring that fits perfectly. And they're even including some filters. Now, I normally don't filter my coffee, my espresso. I like that really thick mouthfeel, and I like that kind of almost sometimes not gritty, but I don't know, I'm old school. I like that Italian type taste. But with soup and making these type of shots, this tends to be a very helpful thing. So very glad they included that. It's 49 millimeters. This is what a 58 looks like. So just so you can kind of see the difference there. But y'all, I am super excited. So when I made my video, I didn't have a proper tamper. And y'all, you kind of need a proper tamper. So the purpose of this video is kind of showing you one of my Black Friday finds that was such a good deal and I got the proper tamper, y'all. So here is their official tamper, 49 millimeters, and this is one of their almost like a force impact style tamper. So it's a calibrated tamper with 30 pounds. I have never owned one of their tampers before, believe it or not. I've had a lot of gear, but I have never owned one of their tampers. So guys, not only is this kind of a review in that sense, but it's kind of testing out their tampers, for me anyway. I love Normcore. I love everything they do. This is the star of the show, y'all. Y'all, this is my golden ticket. It's my golden ticket to soup. My golden ticket to step down, making sure that everything fits well. So this is, to me, the new star of the show, okay? I'm going to set that bad boy right here. And inside, there is some springs that you do get as well in this box. So if you wanted to change basically the calibration of the springs, you can. I believe the 30-pound spring is loaded stock, so that is really cool. It comes with this nice, basically rubberized pad. You can sit down in your workspace, so you don't have to worry about that moving around. I got the smooth version because I have a lot of ripple versions. As weird as that sounds. But y'all, this is just really cool. Let's go ahead and listen to this. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? That's awesome. That's kind of stuff I geek out about, y'all. This is the type of gear that I love. So, like I said, I got this on a Black Friday. Normally, it runs about $40 to $50 for these tampers. I got this one for $23 on Black Friday. It's the gold one, and I think that's the reason why it was the cheaper price. The other ones were going for about $30. But y'all, I don't have anything gold, and I thought, y'all, this is my golden ticket. Guys, I'm a geek. What can I say? So let's go ahead. Let's test this all out. I just did a review on this awesome machine, and in my review, I kind of said, like, I felt like it was a long-term review, even though when I did the reviews, the first shots ever pulled from this particular machine. For the last 6 months, I've had the Gemini 3007, the original, the 1.1 version, where I believe the pre-infusion was fixed on that one. And this is the Miicoffee Apex version 2, numero 2, and it has the OPV basically adjustment. And why that's important is that with these soup recipes, they really call for a lower amount of pressure, basically about 2 bars. So one of the things that's really cool about this particular machine, and why I wanted to use it, is because it has this OPV adjustment. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys me adjusting it down to about a 2 to 3 bar, and then we're going to pull some shots and make some soup. Now, I also have a Turret Gallatin with flow control. Something with flow control would probably be the most ideal way of controlling and making soup. But if you don't have flow control, having something like this with an adjustable OPV would be my personal best suggestion. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get everything adjusted. All right, y'all, to make this adjustment, I'm going to go ahead and swap out the portafilter with a single basket, and I'm going to go ahead and put the blind disc right there. So let's go ahead and swap out these portafilters. Okay. And then we'll do the adjustment. We're going to go ahead and lower that down right here on the fly. Okay. Yeah, this machine is really awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put a cup just below, just in case there was user error. Let's go ahead and get this turned on. I'm gonna let it get up to pressure. It's gonna sit right about 9 bars, and then I'm gonna lower it down. There we go. I'm lowering it down right now. I'm gonna put it right about 3. 2 to 3. There we go. I think that's good. Go ahead and stop that. And there is my the OPV doing its job. It's adjusted. Yes. Guys, I'm been so happy with this machine because of this, okay? So, y'all, let's make some soup. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm actually doing one of these actual recipes now. All right, guys. So, with this, we're gonna do 20 grams. So I'm gonna go ahead and get 20 grams measured out. We're gonna do it coarser than usual. So for me, I don't like to go too coarse because I do, like I said, I kind of like that type of fill. But for this, I'm trying to look for something that's kind of between a mocha pot and espresso. Okay. So let's go ahead and do our 20 grams. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do just a little bit higher than what I thought. I think we're going to go for a, 21 grams. Let's do 21 grams. We're going to shoot for about 60 grams of water out. That's what we're going to shoot for in about 50 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and put the recipe right up on top. But that's what we're going to shoot for. And this will be the first attempt. So let's go ahead and do a little RDT. Okay. We'll get the grinder nice and activated. Using the DC63 today. It's the one I have right next to me. It's from Miicoffee as well. All right, so I had it for espresso. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the dial a bit. All right, so let's go ahead and do that adjustment. I'm gonna bring it to about a 35 instead of 25. Okay. So we're gonna go with that. Let's go ahead and put our beans in. Yep, like that consistency. All right, let's go ahead and swap out those portafilters again, and we'll get everything all prepped. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and prepare the first shot. So I'm getting out the portafilter, and I'm gonna go ahead and swap out this 20 gram precision basket, set it to the side, and let's pop in the step down, and we'll just do it all the best way we can. Now, the one thing I don't have in this is a 49mm distributor. And I want to tell you guys, one of the reasons why I had to go with this tamper is, like I mentioned, I had purchased the really cheap $4, $5 AliExpress step-down basket. Those basically would say they were 58 to 49. They're not. The diameter is actually more like 51. So it's kind of like going from 58 to 51. This is rock solid, true to the fact, diameter's perfect. Normcore, in my opinion, is a step above. I love Normcore products. I have Normcore baskets. One of my favorite baskets is this 20 gram basket they make. 22 gram actually on this one. I have a distributor, a gravity distributor of theirs, and I have used a couple of their products with friends at their places, and I'm telling you guys, they are one of the best in the business. So if you're looking for something that's good quality, Normcore is one of those names you could 100% trust, and you know that you're going to get something great. So what I'm going to do is, just because I really want to make sure this is all nice and hot and up to temp, I'm going to go ahead and load everything in, the spring, the puck screen, and I'm going to go ahead and run a blank shot of hot water just to get everything up to temp while we're doing this. So let's go ahead and run that blank shot. Okay, stop it right there. And while that's getting hot a little bit, that's what we want, just because we want to make sure we're giving that best temperature stability. I know the portafilter is hot, but everything else should be hot too, so including the cup. Okay, so we'll set the cup right up here. Let's go ahead and get it all out. Okay. And grab that puck screen. Sometimes your puck screens, when you do it this way, It got stuck up there. I had a feeling. All right, cool. Okay, let's put that puck screen. Let's take that out. Guys, everything is about having good habits when it comes to puck prep. Puck prep is really the key to making good espresso. That's actually the truth. Good puck prep, good quality beans, good water, and a great grinder. That's all. That's all you need. So let's go ahead and let's do the dosing ring right up top. Let's take a look and see how I did when it came to the thickness of the coffee. So this is not quite coarse salt, but to me, I think this is where I want to start off with. Like I said, there might be a little bit of dialing in, but I rather start here and work my way up. That tends to be the motto for everything I do in coffee. Dial in, dial in. All right, let's go ahead and do our WDT. Okay. I really love how the dosing ring just makes it perfect. And like I mentioned, I don't have a distributor that's going to fit perfect, but that's okay. If there was something I was going to sacrifice, the distributor is going to be fine. A lot of folks, they say, well, if you go to Italy and you watch them pull espresso shots, they don't do all the stuff y'all do. And that is true. That is a true fact. Just make sure I have it good. All right, cool. So there we go. Okay. And I'm going to set that dosing ring here. And I am going to put this in. I'm going to turn it just a little bit, do a little bit of polishing really quick, just to make sure everything is, I want to make sure it's all in there. So you could see, this is kind of the thing when you do those step downs. There's tends to be some coffee that gets on these edge marks here. You don't really want that. You want it to be all right there in the middle. So I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. Okay. Best I can. So I want to try to make sure I'm giving myself the best results possible. We're going to go ahead and put this in. All right, that looks nice and good. Let's go ahead and put the puck screen right up top. Puck screen right up top. And then we're going to go ahead and put the spring. Let's get it locked and loaded. Super easy. Okay. Let's get ready to pull this shot. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and pull this shot. Again, we're talking about 21 grams. So we're looking for about 60 out in 45 to 50 seconds. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so y'all, I forgot to turn on my scale. I'm human, I'm sorry. That's okay. We can still measure this. It's not a loss. And I just did a little bit of a guesstimate. That was kind of my thinking. I cannot believe that I did that. That's crazy. So here is my unfilled cup that we will tear out. Okay, so we have our baseline. Let's go ahead and put, nice, 51 in about 50 seconds. That was a little bit more of the 1 to 2. We're going to go a little bit coarser. So we'll go a little bit coarser and see how we do. Okay, but let's give this a taste. Let's put on the refractometer and see what we think. So Lance did this really great video where he was talking about, is espresso dead? I thought that was really cool and clever, and it wasn't clickbait. There's a lot of folks who kind of I am a purist. I will say that. I like Italian espresso. I am a child of my era. I'm in my mid-40s, and when I grew up, I lived in a time before Starbucks. It feels weird saying that. I grew up in Southern California, and some of the first Starbucks out of Seattle were in the LA area, Orange County area where I'm from. And y'all, I love classic Italian espresso. I am a big fanboy. I tend to go more dark roast than light roast. 10.73, y'all, 10.73. So definitely in that espresso zone. But I also really like how Lance and other folks kind of talk about new things and talk about the new stuff as well. I'm open to kind of exploring the coffee world. And I think, in my opinion, anything that gets someone into drinking coffee is a win. Because this is an awesome hobby. So let's go ahead, give us a little taste. Salute, Salanja, wherever you're watching in the world. Cheers. Well, that's pretty good. That's very interesting. We get so used to, you need crema. You got to have crema. But this is good. Oh, man. This is a big boy shot. It has a really good mouthfeel. It definitely has more of that, like, approachable texture. I am not a milk drinker. I like cappuccino. I'll do macchiato. I'll do latte. But I am a drink it black type of person. That's delicious. That's actually really good. And I am very happy with that. So this is a medium roast. This is not a light roast. I just ran out of my light roast. I need to order some more to do a true test with this, but I figured for the sake of, I just got the grinder. I just got the tamper, guys, and I'm a kid in a candy store. I got to do this stuff. It might not be perfect, but let's go ahead. Let's do this better. I feel like round 2 should be better. Let's finish this off for good measure, because I really am enjoying this. Yeah, delicious. Definitely good. It really reminds me of a concentrated AeroPress. That's kind of where, when anyone talks about soup, that's kind of what I think about. Lance has that OXO, and I definitely need to get one of those. I've been thinking about that. But a lot of these type of shots were the kind of soup shots, or things that people are talking about, these bigger shots. I've been kind of trying to do with my AeroPress for a long time. So, all right, guys, let's do round number 2. Let's show you what this is like taking it out. I have a feeling this might have some water on it, but we'll find out. We'll find out. All right, guys, let's open this up. Oh, wow. Okay, so good news here, okay? There was water on top, but the amount of water on top really was negligible. Really not that much, because when I was pulling the shots on the first video where I was reviewing the kit as a whole, I was using my turnt Gallatin, and that's awesome. And it wasn't the machine, but it was the fact that I wasn't using a proper tamp, and I think that's where my issues were coming in, and that's why I knew that I needed this tamper. So as you can see, there's not a lot of water up top, which is awesome. A little bit came out. Let's go ahead and do a little knock. Okay. Let's get puck screen. We'll set that aside. Show you guys the actual puck before I knock it out. It looks good. Actually, looks really good. Oh. And of course, with these bigger pucks, you don't always get the cleanest knock. When I did this, basically, whoa, that's hot. Cut in half. Goodness gracious. I was hoping it'd be pretty so I could show you all. But you guys need to watch Lance's video. He has like stacks of pucks. It's like the coolest thing in the world. All right, let's put this back into the group head to make sure that it's staying hot. And let's prepare shot number 2. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and prepare shot number 2. And I'm actually going to up the dose a tiny bit. I'm going to go up to 22 this time, because I liked what 21 was giving me. And then we're going to go coarser. There we go, 22.5. 0.2. Let's take a little off the top. All right, right at 22. Nice. All right, y'all. So I just kind of want to show you the adjustment that I'm doing here. So I did have it at 35. I'm going to go up another 10. We're going to go all the way to right about 45. So 45 on the DC63. Okay. And I actually think this is the zone I probably want to be in. Okay. Let's make sure everything's nice and dry. Everything looks good. It's nice and hot, I'll tell you that. All right, let's lay that flat. Put our dosing ring right here. Now let's take a look at where we're at course-wise. Yeah, definitely more the sand. You know, salt, sand, definitely right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our WDT. Yeah, you can really feel a difference. Now, someone did give a suggestion, and if I do a third shot, I'm going to use the blind shaker, because I did have a suggestion, someone telling me to use a blind shaker. I actually think they're right about that. And if you watch Lance's videos, that's pretty much what he's doing. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. It's going to take a little finessing, because like I said, I want to make sure I have everything in the right spot. Let me go ahead and clean this up a tiny bit. We'll do our tamp. Now, because I dosed it a little bit higher, I could tell that was a little bit, maybe the 21 was my sweet spot. All right, let's do our tamp. Nice. I'm liking that. I'm going to do one more tamp just for fun and clean it up. If you guys have some suggestions or techniques, this is all kind of new, so I am open to that. Let me know in the comments below, because I am open. I always kind of like to say, guys, let me be your guinea pig. I think it looks good. Yeah, I'm digging that. Okay. Let's go ahead and put puck screen right up top. Got our spring. Let's get locked and loaded. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely feels a little tighter because I went with that extra gram. But still good. Perfect. All right, y'all. And this time, this will stay on. Bad scale. Bad me. User error. All right, let's go ahead and do shot number 2. I'm kind of laughing at myself. Guys, I have never claimed that I am a coffee professional. I am a goofy coffee dad. I'm going to make mistakes. I am the coffee geek. I always say this, guys. I am a coffee nerd, not a coffee snob. I cannot afford to be. But when I say this, guys, please, no judgment. This is a safe zone. This is a coffee safe zone. But if you have a comment, please let me know. I'm always open to kind-hearted, constructive criticism. The internet's a funny place when you kind of put yourself out there making these videos. So let's pull our first shot. Oh, let me... Guys, I'm a mess today. Let's pull our shot number 2. Oh my goodness. 22 grams, shooting for about 60 in water. For about 60 or 70 seconds. We're trying to do the 1 to 3, not 1 to 2. I keep trying to tell myself that. Let's pull this shot. Nice. So we're going right up to our 1 bar. We're going to hit our 2 bar here soon. It's coming out fast, the way it should be with soup. 20 grams and 17 seconds. Let's shoot for 60, 70. Nice and soupy. Let's go for 60, 65 or 60, 70. All right, stop. 69 and 45 seconds. Okay, guys, we're getting closer, and there's a little crema. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and test this out. Give it a little taste, put it on the refractometer, see how we did. All right, so let's get that refractometer out. Yeah, as soon as the crema showed up, it disappeared. All right, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead, give this a little stir. Now, this definitely has more water than the first one. So this should be a lower TDS, of course. Nice. Okay, so 7.57. So actually right under that espresso range. Let me go to show y'all. I would bet that if I would have done more around 60 and stopped it, we would have been fine. But 7.57, I'll go ahead and take that for this, okay? So you're definitely you have more water, you're gonna have that lower TDS. Cheers, Salanja, salute, wherever you are in the world. Let's give this a taste. Oh, I actually like this one more. Oh, man. Yeah, this is definitely better. Yeah, I like that. That's very enjoyable. So, there's some people that can't get around the soup thing. And that's okay. That's totally okay. If you write in a comment, hey, bro, I hate soup. I think that sucks. Okay, again, be positive. But I'm just saying the facts are that some coffee is going to be unique to everybody. I would prefer, if I walked into a cafe, to have a Americano if it was a place like Starbucks, okay? If it was a big chain cafe, coffee, coffee house, I'm going to do that because I know that they're going to pull that fresher, in my opinion, and that's going to be my go-to. If I'm going to go to a mom and pop, really a place I know, a local cafe, a local coffee house, I like a good pour over at a coffee house because they know what they're doing. You have a barista that knows what they're doing. They're going to give you a fresh coffee. They're going to give you some love. They're going to give you some care. There might even be a little bit of a show that's that hanging out with your guest. Oh yeah, I like that. That's really good. It's an experience. But this is really cool. Like, this is kind of the big boy shot that I tend to like. I just usually run it at the 9 bar. I don't lower my pressure. So when I make I've called them before big boy shots, and this is probably how I'll end up using the step down basket more, is it's not going to be soup. It's not going to be at that lower rate. I'm actually will have it at the full 9 bar. I tend to go, my favorite go-to drink in the morning when I first get up is a Spro over, which would be about the same amount of coffee, just at that higher pressure. So when I say this, I truly mean it. I think everyone should do coffee, do you. My wife says, do you, boo? That's kind of what it's all about. You gotta make yourself happy to your own taste buds. We all have different taste buds, and that's okay. That's why coffee's cool, because I think that there's a coffee for everybody. There's some folks that want to drink coffee like tea. My wife is a huge tea drinker. She's not a big coffee drinker. Ever since we got the Turin Gallatin, she's been having me make like a caramel macchiato, like Starbucks style. Not a real macchiato, but like a Starbucks style caramel macchiato. That's how she likes her coffee. She likes it sweet. She likes it caramely. Is that a word? I don't think so. But I'm just saying that we all have that different taste. In her regular days, she would just have tea. She's not a coffee drinker. That's okay. If you own a cafe and you have someone come in and they say, make me a London Fog, you're just going to be happy because that's a customer who's going to get what they want. And at the end of the day, when you're making coffee at home, everyone should remember you're your own customer. You are your own guest. Do not make coffee for someone on the internet. Don't make coffee because someone tells you to do it a certain way. Make coffee that's good, that you like. So enough of the soapbox. Y'all, I'm digging this. Like I mentioned, I would tend to do it with the full 9 bars, and I'm going to adjust this here at the end. But I really dig it. This tamper, the purpose of this video was to kind of review this tamper. I think this tamper is awesome. I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. Really a lot of use out of this because I'm going to use this step-down basket kit a lot. Like I mentioned in the morning, I make my big boy shots, my sprovers. That's how I'm probably going to do it from now on. Y'all, I'm super happy with it. These tampers are awesome. You know, when you look at the different competition that you have, guys, I'm kind of a tamper fanatic. So here's the Normcore, okay? Here's my Timor, and here's my iCap, and here is, I need to clean up some of the dust as I drop stuff. Here is my MH Bomber. So there's a lot of different options out there, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, the Normcore is going to be something that is going to be very reliable, sturdy, going to last. You're not going to worry about it breaking. You're not going to worry about a screw coming loose. I'm not saying it's perfect, but in the grand scheme of things, guys, you're not going to go wrong with Normcore. Guys, I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate all the people that are subscribing. As I'm making this video right now, we're almost at 16,000 subscribers, guys. That's kind of crazy. I just want to say a big thank you from the bottom of my heart. And like I said before, the best way you can show support is by hitting that subscribe button. It lets my wife know I'm not crazy. And when I keep buying gear, when I keep getting gear, I can tell her, I gotta do it, honey, because people are watching on YouTube. Guys, go make yourself some awesome coffee. I definitely would recommend this kit, and I recommend anything from Normcore. I've never had something from Normcore I didn't like. This is my golden ticket, y'all, to my step-down basket kit. Definitely. Golden ticket to the soup. Thanks so much for watching.